So you can still confirm, like if you are not available on that day, we can give that seat to someone else who will be available. So please make
Okay,
sure to
so
vote.
yeah. By the way, on that, please vote carefully whether you're going to come on the final hackathon day or not, because we have limited seats, and some of the participants may want to join and they might not get chance due to someone who has accepted but is not going to come.
Right. Someone else's opportunity to join us on site should not be wasted.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's take a look at rules and general guidelines. By the way, this is only a sub part of the rules that are very important. I mean, all the rules are important, but mainly you should also go through this, right? This page. I'll share this link here. So the first point, as I said, the evaluation will be based on the contributions made during the hack. That is from 1st to 31st. Even if you have been contributing from like before 31st, say 25th, 28th, 29th, you can still contribute. Like they will be considered only the contributions made during the hack. That is 1st to 31st. Only they will be considered. Secondly is second point is core functionality of your project. If you are, should not depend on closed source APIs. If you are making an open source project, it should not use, like ideally it should not use any open source API, any closed source API. Sorry, but there is a distinction. Like it should not ideally it should not use any, but it should not be the core functionality should not depend on closed source APIs. Like to test your project or to use your project, the maintainer, oh sorry, the evaluator should not have to use closed source APIs, because that defeats the purpose of an open source software. It is not truly open source. The prize pool for this hackathon is 5 lakhs INR, which will be distributed among the winners, and the winners will be decided by FOSS United. Tentatively, the date to announce the winners is 4th of May. And also no blockchain or Web3 or crypto projects. I'll not get into this much. You can read this, because if I get into it, that will take a very long time. Okay, so make sure to read this page for rules. Any questions so far?
So I wanted to go one thing. So people usually in hackathons make CRUD applications like just create, update, delete applications. So please avoid these type of projects. Make a good project if you're going to make a project from scratch. Also, on API points, please make sure if you're using the API, your project is not heavily dependent on that API. The API should never be the core feature of your project. But it's a scene of on-site participation. This time only the college students or other college students, both of them are allowed. I mean, we are not looking that only DTC students or Delhi Technical Campus students should be allowed in the hackathon. We are looking at each and everyone's profile, and if we find the project good and their GitHub profile good, they are most allowed on the. They are most welcome to the on-site hackathon. Is that clear, Babul Kumar?
Right. Thank you for answering that, Avnish. Saksham, how will the winners will be announced? Okay, so the evaluation will be done by FOSS United. There are some criteria. I'll get into that. Like I have a slide ready for that. Okay. So valid ways to contribute, the valid contributions that you can make to your project or someone else's project. So usually it is like thought that only like people can only contribute to open source projects by code, but that's not true. Right? Like code contributions are welcome, but we are not limited to them. You could work on open data, right? There is OSM, OpenStreetMap. You can map your neighborhood, like map missing roads, offices, shops, and etc. roads. You can map them. You can create new data sets, or you can clean existing ones. You can even contribute via documentation, create or refine tutorials. You can provide API documentation. You can provide better guides to using that software. We also have design. Wait, I'll open this. So here, it's not just code. You can also contribute via documentation, but make sure that it is not a trivial documentation, right? You're not spamming any project with very little documentation changes. If we see that that results in a sudden disqualification. Data, of course, as I said, you can contribute to OpenStreetMap, you can contribute to data sets. You can, because at the end, if you contribute to data sets, that will help a lot of people. Basically, what OpenStreetMap is, it is Wikipedia for maps, so anyone can go and edit it accordingly. We'll get into OpenStreetMap in a while. And right, design. So you can even contribute via design, right? You can improve the user interface and user experience of softwares. You can create logos. You can design the systems if you are into that. Nextly, code, we already have gone over it. Let's see security reports. You can audit projects. You can, if you see any vulnerability, you can report it, but make sure to not do it on discussions, right? Usually projects have an email where you can reach out to them and tell them about this, like there is this vulnerability, and then if they acknowledge it, you can even submit the patches. Now again, if you're submitting patches, as I said, that you can, like you should be able to sorry, link to issues and PRs, or you can even work on, right? As I was saying, I forgot where I was.
Security audits.
Right. So, whenever you are submitting a patch, whenever you are submitting a PR, make sure that you link it in your dashboard for FOSSHAC, so that evaluators can see that you raise this PR or that you raise this issue, and then they can evaluate you on the basis of it. Okay. Any
Okay.
questions on this valid ways to contribute?
Uh, by the way, I wanted to add a point. Yesterday, Rahul, who was taking the session, he mentioned if you're going to like use LLM, I mean, which of course most of the people are going to. So if you're going to, there the judges are senior developers and they know if a code is written by AI, if a code is written by human. They're going to evaluate you on basis of that as well. So please make sure if you're going to use LLM or any sorry open source please make sure you do it properly or don't do it.
Your
Right.
voice is choppy,
Sorry.
Avnish.
Uh, is it clear now?
Not speak something.
Hello. Is it clear now?
Yes, it's clear now.
Basically, what I wanted to say, if you're going to use any LLM, make sure you do it right way because the judges are senior developers and they know if a code is written by AI or it is not. And they're going to count that in the process of evaluation as well while they are judging your profiles or the projects. Okay. Uh, yeah, that is what I basically wanted to convey.
Okay, thanks for adding that. One point that I missed was no matter how you contribute, like you can contribute via code, documentation, design, open data work, or security reports, they will all hold the same value to the evaluator. It's not going to be like if you contributed via code, so you will get more points, or if you contributed via documentation, you will get low points. It's not like that. Only meaningful contributions count. Okay, the contribution should be like you giving back to the community. It should not be you just made a contribution for the sake of it.
Basically, how much affects the project and how it helps the project grow.
Right. And when you're providing documentation, it should be that it conveys how to use that project properly. Okay, how a user can set up the project, how someone who is willing to contribute to that project can contribute to it. Okay, let's move to projects that you can contribute to. Okay, so if, the available options for you that you can work on are either you can work on your project from scratch, you can create your own project from scratch, or you can take a look at our community projects or any pre-existing open source project. It does not matter, like you will not get more points if you contribute to our community projects. You will not get any, any higher points for that. Also, as I've said here, make sure to not spam any open source project with meaningless contributions. Doing so would result in disqualification from the hack. Now, if let's take a look at our community partner projects. Okay, so here is the link. You can contribute to any of these projects: OpenStreetMap, AutoSN, Circuitverse, Hopscotch, even FOSS United platform, right? If you want to, contribute to FOSS United's website, you're free to do so. Go on the GitHub discussions, discuss with them what they want to add or what you can add. Right, sure, Kiran.
I was really interested in Hot Tasking Manager, which is humanitarian OpenStreetMap project or in general OpenStreetMap project. But just help me confirm, Tanmay, if we are using TomTom hashtag, because that's going to be very, very useful for me to know the top contributors list, and I may also come up with some special recognition for really good mappers, like quality
Right,
ones.
we'll be doing that. We'll be doing that with every post.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
And with the projects as well, there is an option to like add tags. We call it tags, I guess, in your GitHub repository. We can do there as well, I guess. Right, Tanvi?
What I am interested into, when we upload a chain set, we
Right.
usually add a hashtag, right? Which is machine readable, by the way. So that is something
Okay.
I would be really happy to have our TomTom hashtag there.
Yes, yes, we'll be doing
Okay.
that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so these are all the, like, yeah, so I was saying that even if you decide to, work on Force United's platform and improve their site, you will not be, gifted any extra points that you are working on Force United's platform. It does not matter what project you work on, it will hold the same value to the evaluator. Only thing that matters is how good your contributions are, and if you are like making a project from the scratch, then how good your problem statement is, how good your proposed solution is, and these are the criteria that will decide the evaluation. I'll get into the evaluation more deeply in a moment. I think it's a next slide. Yeah. So at the end of the hack, that is 31st March, what we require from every team is the link to the project that they work on. Uh, some of you have added their project, and I request everyone to add their project if they have not, because without it, I cannot shortlist you. Okay, so link to the demo video and link to the documentation. This documentation can either be simple readme and contributing.md, or it can be a fully fledged documentation. Okay, and the evaluation will be based on these factors: how good your problem statement is, how good is the proposed solution, how complete is the solution, and have you added the test cases. Right, when you're writing a program, when you're creating a project, it it basically does some following operations. So you added those test cases to see if those operations are working properly. Because if someone made, let's say, a project is quite big and someone made some changes and somehow it broke the logic, so there should be test cases that someone can run and see if those test cases pass. That means the contribution is okay, right? It does not break anything. Okay.
But one point I would like to add, the reason behind being like the contributions of every type being accepted is that in hackathons we see computer science students mostly participating. So FOSSHACK is about breaking that. We are inviting designers, we are inviting security professionals, we are inviting people those who write documentations as well. So there's no such uh, restrictions behind, like if you are a CSE student then you're only allowed, if you're a BCA student then you're only allowed. So there's no such criteria or restrictions. Only restriction
Right.
to be the winner is that you must have a PAN card to receive the winning amount. And that is listed in the
Yeah,
FOSSAC rules page.
if you won the hackathon, you should have a valid PAN card to receive the prize amount. And as Avnish just said, so someone else said, FOSS is not for computer scientists to computer scientists. Like it is for everyone by everyone, right? Okay, so
That's a very good point. Someone.
one more point that is very important is how consistent your team was while contributing to the project, right? It should not be that your team sat one day and decided to just contribute, like push everything that they have made in just a single commit on the last day. That is not what you should do. You should consistently build your project throughout the month. Quality of contributions, of course, the contributions that you make, are they actually meaningful contributions, or are they just contributions for name? They should actually add some value to the project. And for these points we have mentors. There is a Telegram community. I'll share the link soon. If Avnish, can you just share the FOSSAC public Telegram community link in the chat?
Wait, I'm sharing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so these are all the mentors that they're from Force United. You can check their tech stack, like TypeScript, Golang, full stack development, basic AI/ML. You can check the tech stack. If it matches with your project or what you are gonna build, you can talk to them on the Telegram community, right? You can ask them if this problem statement is good, if this solution that I'm thinking is this good. Secondly, is the library or the framework that I'm building the solution is this good, or could the solution be made better? It could be optimized. So all these things you can discuss with the mentors on the Telegram community. We have Nilabrata Sanyal for OSM. So if you are planning to contribute to OSM, like make projects using OSM APIs, or even contribute to OSM, right? Map anything, map places near you, map shops, map businesses, add metadata tags. If you want to do that, these are most welcome. And we'll also be having an OSM week. I'll just get into the timeline where we'll be focusing more towards OSM. Okay, so these are all the mentors. Sorry, yeah, these are all the mentors. You can reach out to them on Telegram community, and they'll help you. Okay, so we have gone over a lot. Any questions till now? Anyone? I'll take it as a no. Okay. Right, our community partners. Would you like to go over them, Avnish? Am I audible?
Yeah, wait. Okay. Can you please keep sharing your screen? I'll
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through
sure.
from my side. I'm having some connectivity
If
issues.
there is commotion from your side, I can do it.
No, I can speak. I might not be able to share the screen at this particular moment.
No,
Can you
actually, there
please
is
keep
a
sharing the
lot of
screen?
noise in your background.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
our one
Is
of
it
our
good now?
not really. It's okay. I'll go over it. Okay, so Django India. Has anyone here worked with Django before, or Python? Yeah, great. A lot of people. So Django India is a community. It is a nationwide community to promote Django, and PyDelhi is a Delhi-based community. They focus on cool Python stuff. They promote Python and its cool modules, libraries, and frameworks. They host like really good meetups.
They
We just
host
had one
monthly meetups,
recently.
by the way. Yeah.
Right.
Most of you might have worked on Django, and if you're not, I mean, it's a good web framework for for Python. So Django India is about promoting Django in India, and PyDelhi is a Delhi-based Python community. They host monthly meetups in Delhi NCR, and Django India also hosts, I guess, Pi India conference. They are Pi India conference. I guess there is going to be a event. Pi Delhi and Django India are contributing in it. So yeah, that's about them. About other community partners, UFC for USAR FOSS. They are the FOSS club based on USAR College. It's an IPU college. AI Renaissance. It's a club that promotes AI. It's from Delhi Technical Campus. ECEL is a business society that is based from Delhi Technical Campus. IEEE and also all student community. So these are our community partners, and they have really helped us to promote the event from like since February, and they really helped us get most of the participants.
Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten so
Uh,
many participations without them. A great thanks to them. Now moving
yeah,
on to our sponsors. So let's start with Gen XYZ. So Gen XYZ, if you guys don't know, they empower the next generation of builders with a domain. Sorry, yeah. So basically, they provide .xyz domain and they are our digital sponsor. Then we have Code Crafters. If I may just, yeah. So code crafters help developers build up by helping them build great projects from scratch. Like you can see, build your own shell, build your own Redis, build your own interpreter, grep, BitTorrent, cool stuff. And then lastly, moving on to TomTom, our monetary support sponsor. Actually, I think it would be better if Kiran talks more about TomTom and OSM. Great.
All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. And very good evening. Happy Holi to all my Indian friends there in Delhi. Hope you're having good
happy
time.
Holi.
And it's a very good moment to start something like this. I'm sure you must be missing the celebration as well, but this is also equally a fun, I would say, right? To be part of any open community, which I'm already a part. I really love working with OSM India community here. And of course, I was very happy to hear Nilibrata's name as well, which is NLBRT. Many of you know him. Very sweet friend of mine, I would say, from West Bengal now, very active OSM contributor. Working closely with him. I'm really excited to work with him in future. So yeah, that's what I've been doing since last 2.5 years at TomTom. I work as a community manager here, and my major role is regarding OSM engagement activity, improving OpenStreetMap India map, uh, supporting the volunteers like you, like Nilibrata, to do their OSM engagement activities in their respective region. So if you are following him, or if you're following Kashish, who's ContraPunctus on OpenStreetMap, or any other OSM communities that we have, like state wise, also you may see that TomTom is being an active sponsor there, active supporter there. So basically, TomTom team is really interested in OpenStreetMap India database, as we are for sure making utilize of some of the feature, not every feature, but considering all the terms and conditions of legal agreements with the foundation, we have also been using some of the features from OpenStreetMap, which includes majorly base map features, like you can say buildings, you can also say highways. So these are features that TomTom is really interested into right now. So that is one of the major parts about the OSM engagement activity and TomTom. So I can share my screen for a moment, and you
Yeah,
can
sure.
have
That
a
would be great.
bit. Okay, perfect. And you can have a better understanding about what exactly TomTom is doing. Let me know if my screen is visible to everyone.
Yeah, it's visible.
Perfect. So, what is TomTom basically? Just to give you a little bit of background, we are actually pioneers, I would say, or TomTom is a global location technology company that builds digital map and navigation solutions. So, coming to the word pioneer, we were actually one of the first companies to make digital maps, even when the internet was not very popular in the world. So, we created our first digital maps. Previously, maps used to come into a personal navigation device, which was also named as PND. Okay, so that was a setup people used to put into the cars, and they used to have offline navigation maps as well. Okay, so that's what we have been doing. We have been providing maps, of course, traffic data, one of the very popular APIs that TomTom is sharing, or stats that we are sharing with the global communities, right, or people overall the world, that how bad traffic situations are in the world, and which brings a lot of clarity to every country. Even I would say Pune traffic police literally hates TomTom for this, because we keep on sharing stats and we keep on sharing how Pune or Bangalore or how Mumbai are one of the most congested cities in the world. So that's how it is going on. But the numbers are not fake, the numbers are not anything rubbish. It's all stats, it's all coming from our vehicles, the customers who are using TomTom database, and they're sharing this data. Okay, so that's how traffic information is received by TomTom, and we share this information publicly. I would really encourage everyone to have a look at TomTom Traffic Index 2025, and you would be surprised to see Indian cities mentioned there. Okay, coming back to, yes, APIs I mentioned, which are used by our automotive customers, and we are also giving solutions to mobility companies as well. So we are supporting real-time traffic routing, and we are helping people and businesses move smarter and safer. That's one of our primary goals of the company. Okay, so it actively contributes to and collaborate with OpenStreetMap communities as well. So because we are also relying on the OpenStreetMap data worldwide, we are also actively contributing and supporting these initiatives. And that's also one of the reasons why I am here today talking about TomTom. Okay, and of course, we are also focusing on innovation, open collaboration, and sustainable development or mobility related topics worldwide. Okay, so let me quickly jump on to some of the activities that we are doing at TomTom. As I also said you all, that what is TomTom's mission towards open source mapping? As I say this in every OpenStreetMap conference that I participate, is that I want communities, or I would really wish communities to see as part of the community and not as any corporate, right? We are here to support every mapper. We are here to support all the initiatives, all the conferences that are going to help make OpenStreetMap database of India become richer and more better with respect to quality, right? So this is our mission. We want to be part of the OpenStreetMap community. We are here to build relations with the community and together improve the OpenStreetMap database. So let's talk quickly about what exactly are the set of activities that TomTom team is doing here in India, or you can say in global countries as well, in global regions. Okay, so we are doing right now exact activities we are doing here. So we are doing events to encourage inclusivity, belonging, and collaboration. We are also engaging in network group, right? And we are also sharing wins and challenges with communities globally. So here, I think TomTom plays a very good role in sharing challenges like map relay challenges, or maybe hot tasking manager project or task manager US projects with the communities, where we are giving areas or locations where there is need to update the map, or there is a need to fix the map. So these are some of the areas. Next thing is, we are also introducing and training new contributors. We are doing a lot of university collaborations. We are doing youth mappers partnerships, and we are supporting mappers as well. So me myself, I spend a lot of time doing a lot of trainings related to OpenStreetMap, ID editor, as I said, many tools. So most of the newbies that we talk to are very much fresh or very new to this mapping community. Then we have to do a lot of training, and I really really love doing trainings, okay, with the community. So that's one of my favorite parts of my current job role as well, so you can say that. I love doing map editing. I love doing quality as well, plus validation checks. So it's not just about me, but TomTom also have us. They also have a dedicated team of all these things. Okay, so we have a paid editing team as well who sits in Pune. We have a volunteer mappers team as well in Pune. who in their free time, by the way, are editing the map. We are doing also quality checks, and we are also doing validation. So even after this hackathon, for example, this can be a message to Tanmay or Avnish that after this hackathon, you can let me know that Kiran, we have added X number of features in OpenStreetMap, or we have improved X number of errors in the map. So can we do a quality check for this? And immediately I can send this particular edits or changes that we have done to the validation team, who's basically sitting in Hyderabad, and they can definitely do this mapping support for us. And this is just not applicable for this one hackathon. This can be an year-long activity. Anytime you're hosting a mapping party, a mapathon, or a week-long mapping initiative, anything like that, just let me know that we've done adding X number of features, and we would love TomTom support to do quality or validation. So we can definitely do that. Another favorite part of my job role is mapping parties. Okay, so that's what we have been doing a lot at Pune office, and of course in overall Indian region as well. So we have been doing a lot of mapping activities here and there, and of course we are supporting ongoing or existing mapping initiatives as well. Like I said, Neelabrata is doing something in West Bengal, Kashish is doing something in Delhi. There are a few people in Kerala as well. So I really love to join their mapathons. Also, we are supporting or sponsoring those mapathons. Why now sponsoring is very important? Let me add one line to that. Because TomTom truly understands that everyone contributing to OpenStreetMap India or any region or any country, they're doing it all voluntary. No one is getting paid here, right? And to host an event, now organizers would really understand this. To host an event, it needs to have some funds. And this is where TomTom is really helping and supporting communities to help their organizing activity to have some ease, okay, and to not have a lot of tension on their pocket. So that's the reason we are also supporting, sponsoring a lot of conferences. Let's also talk about major conferences that we have been working together with the community, which include State of the Map Global, State of the Map Asia, State of the Map India, which happened recently in Nasik as well in 2026. So these are type of conferences and activities where we have been presenting, talking, and delivering TomTom talks and about all the OpenStreetMap engagement activities that we have been doing with the communities, right? So yeah, that's all. Another point is where we I just mentioned about humanitarian, right? Hot OSM or hot tasking manager projects. So that is also one of the areas where is to support. We have a very big humanitarian department here in Pune office, and in our free time, we have been supporting all the disaster related or disaster response related mapping projects in APAC. Because I'm responsible for APAC, we have been doing that a lot since last couple of years. And I'm just giving you last couple of years as an example because that's when we started actively supporting. But it was, I very clearly remember, it was 2017 when I started working at TomTom. It was then when Nepal was impacted with a major earthquake, and that was the time when we started supporting OpenStreetMap or hot OSM project for Nepal, right? So that's where TomTom's support towards OpenStreetMap communities has been actively observed by me as an employee, and which makes me very, very proud. Because I feel proud to be a TomTomer because I still remember, or I still see this company or the organization or the leadership that we have. They very much confidently, openly say that, like, we donated 2 hours of our 8 hours of working at TomTom. 2 hours each mapper, each cartographer at TomTom donated 2 hours of their work to support humanitarian mapping efforts there, right? So which takes a lot of courage for even a company to donate it 2 hours per employee. So if you consider a team of 1,000 plus employees and donating 2 hours of every cartographer, it takes a lot of hours, right? So that big, I won't say loss, but it was actually a time of non-productivity for us. And then we were proudly supporting OSM Nepal then. So that's one of my, again, favorite parts of OpenStreetMap, humanitarian OpenStreetMap editing. So I would love to work with you all, every participant here, on humanitarian projects or maybe challenges that I would be sharing with you all during this hackathon, right? Apart from that, I would also like to mention here we are doing a lot of corporate collaborations as well across APAC. So if there are other corporates who are relying on OpenStreetMap database, we are co-hosting, co-organizing all these events with them. Okay, so these are some of the activities that we have been doing so far. And very quickly, let me take you through the metrics or the stats very proudly, 205 countries have been improved through the OpenStreetMap generated tasks. So you can imagine the number of map relay or number of hot tasking manager tasks that have been projects that have been created worldwide. This is how we see in 2026. I am really really not so happy to see India is not following the leaderboard, so we are now at fifth or sixth position in the world ranking. So I am really hoping with this hackathon with our OpenStreetMap communities or OpenStreetMap India community, we can bring India again on top. But again, let me clear this out. This is not about numbers, okay? It is not about how much editing we are doing, but how much quality wise impact are we bringing to the country database, okay? So that's more important for us. Again, proudly, 4,687 unique OSM community members have collaborated with TomTom, and I think I would have today plus 66 or more people who would be collaborating with TomTom as well now. Okay, 2,000 and new OSM contributors were introduced to OpenStreetMap by TomTom. So all the engagement activities that we are doing worldwide, this is what we have been doing. And let me also take you quickly through the beautiful images that I have from my region. Yes, this is our Pune office on the top left. If you can see, then we have different locations. By the way, on the top bottom, not top bottom right, if you see TomTom's voluntary mappers photograph, this is the entire maps production team that we have, and I proudly say that we all sit every Saturday, though it's our holiday. We proudly contribute and support OpenStreetMap projects. Okay, so we are developing, improving OpenStreetMap India database. That's few more countries surrounding us: Nepal, in Japan, Singapore, okay, part of Malaysia. Very tiny communities, big or small, it doesn't really matter. We are welcoming, we are engaging each and every community worldwide. Western Sydney University, I would really like to highlight this example. I love highlighting this. I said also this during my State of the Map India presentation that when we started OSM engagement activity in this university, the faculty really appreciated all the efforts that TomTom was taking, and they also appreciated what OpenStreetMap community is doing to the country's open database, right? So now OpenStreetMap editing is part of their academic curriculum. So every student has to map. Now it's part of their credit, you can say, has to map OpenStreetMap, and they are improving their country database. And of course, they are getting marks for that as well. So this concept is also applicable in Pune University, where students are doing on-job training program with TomTom. It is a mandatory thing now under Pune University, where students have to spend 120 hours at an industry. And if you are from a college which is a GIS or a geography college, then you don't have much options around. And we at TomTom are welcoming such colleges and universities as well, and we are providing on-job training for the students. And this is really one of the most impactful engagement activities that I've been doing. Mapillary, I would really like to present this. I don't know, Tanma, you can stop me anytime if I'm over the time, but some of the important topics
No,
I
no, it's
can
fine.
definitely. It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
very
Yeah.
sweet of you. Thank you. But I'll try to touch base on every topic that I would really like to mention to this group. If you are active field data collector as well, I would say, and if you're actively using Mapillary, which is a mode to create or to capture street level imageries in OpenStreetMap, I would really encourage you all to create your accounts on Mapillary as well. Download it, start capturing the database here, or start capturing streets here. If you're on a bike ride, if you're on a car drive, and if you're on, of course, a passenger seat, don't do it while you're driving or you're riding. Okay, if you have a mount, you're good, but safety is majorly important here. But I would really appreciate you guys capturing mapillary street level imageries and upload that to the OpenStreetMap community. Okay, so this way we are also creating one of the fresh sources, and we are making it available to community as well, right? So that's one of the major parts. And if you create your Mapillary accounts, Tanmay, if you could really support me in sharing your everyone's profile name for Mapillary, I can add you under TomTom community. Okay, so if you're part of TomTom community, and if I observe that you have been a consistent Mapillary contributor, you're collecting immense imageries, I can, at the end of the year, I can give you some really amazing surprise or a gift or something really interesting from TomTom. Okay, that is also one thing I would love
That
to
would be
mention
good.
here.
That would be great. Actually,
Exactly. So
We'll
we
surely
have
do that.
in our timeline we have dedicated a week for OSM. We will be promoting
Perfect.
OSM, we'll be hosting challenges, and then even after the hack, we don't just want to
Mhm.
promote OSM during the hack. Even after the hack, when the hack concludes, we'll be hosting
Mhm.
mapathons, we'll be hosting workshops, and hopefully we'll be there to guide us all.
Perfect, perfect. So now, if you see, HCN is my colleague from Taiwan. He is doing a lot. So he has captured almost 2.7 million images there. And if you could compete like this, if you are on the leaderboard, we would definitely come up with some really amazing surprise for you all. But for that, I need to add you under TomTom community here in under the organization. For that, please do share with me your profile names for Mapillary. Okay, so that is something really nice. That's our very sweet Nilabratha. His picture I've been using very often. That's my team from Indonesia. That's my support person, local intelligence team, we can say that. And these others are from Nepal doing some really crazy job here. Yeah. And I think the rest is for all the newbies, the presentation. So I won't make any time to spend here. So you can take over the presentation from here. If you have any question, please ask. I'm always happy to answer. I would love to have your contribution on OpenStreetMap India. Any support that you need from me, from TomTom, please do not hesitate to ask. Okay. So that was quick. Let me know your questions if you're excited and be part of OpenStreetMap India community and TomTom's voluntary mappers team as well.
Thank you very much, Karan. You shared really great on the point Tanmay conveyed. Between the hackathon, like during this month, we'll be having an OSM week. So we'll be having some challenges in the OSM week, and after the hackathon concludes, we'll be having some really dedicated workshops and mapathons to like actually elevate contribution in the OSM database. Oh yeah, thank you for sharing your points and coming to the meet as well.
Yep. Thanks, Avnish, Tanmay. Thanks for inviting
It,
me
it
here.
was
I'm
really
really
insightful.
happy.
I think
Yes,
Prakhar has
yes.
a question in the chat.
What kind of
Oh,
contributions can we do as a beginner and who has a sedentary lifestyle? Okay. Okay. So if you consider yourself as a beginner, I would really encourage you to focus on your local area, your vacation area, maybe your hometown, maybe your grandparents' house or area, or if you've gone to some vacation recently. And if you know that local area quite well, you are good to start mapping from there. Make use of YouTube tutorial. There are quite some YouTube tutorials as well where you can start mapping with basic training there. But if you really are not really confident, if you want somebody as a peer person to support you, do let me know. I have almost 12, 15 members who are part of the OSM engagement, or I call them as crew team members. So they can definitely train you all. But if you have more people, we can do a training session as well. So you can let me know and we can do that.
Right.
I think this would
Let's
be
do a
part
training
of
session.
the this hackathon, right? Tanmay and
Sorry.
Avnish, you can correct me.
Sorry.
OSM editing would be the part of this hackathon, right? Training.
yeah, we can do that.
No, the training will be done after the hack, because it's a month-long hackathon. They will be focusing on their project. I'm planning the training session to be right after the hackathon, and then by the end of the year, we can host quite a few mapathons.
Okay, okay.
We are planning for challenges throughout the hack.
Perfect, perfect. So let me know. I can also share with you all MapRule, one of the my favorites, I would say,
Right. We
tools.
are planning that. Right.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Tushar also has a question
Okay, where can we find city? What data to
in the chat.
use? I was unable to find it, so had to use some other sources. Okay, for this also as a TomTomer, I think I am relying a lot on the community and the government sources that we have. So if anybody of us really has some good sources, definitely share that with everyone here, and we would be happy to use it. What currently TomTom's projects and challenges are focusing on adding missing database and fixing quality issues, right? So, which majorly includes buildings, roads, maybe green areas, water areas, visualization related features. So, anything related to that, I am always ready to help you guys. But with administrative borders or wards or something like that, I currently do not have a lot of data with me or sources with me. So, that's a challenging part for me at the moment. But maybe in future, I would be really happy to support if we could have something better for this.
Just to confirm, reporting data issues and suspicious edits to moderators also count as a contribution, right?
I will have to check on that, but currently I have not done something like that so far. But if you
Okay.
have proposals, do let me know. I can definitely think of
I mean,
incorporating that as
I believe that
While
counts. It's like correcting the data set. So I think it should count. I mean, they're correcting like the wrong data set or something like that.
okay, okay. No, I think that would then make sense. But I think we can talk about this maybe separately.
yeah,
And
sure,
Yeah,
then you
sure.
can let me know how would this improve the OpenStreetMap database by fixing this quality, okay?
yeah, sure,
Sure.
sure.
A lot of our participants are, also making tools and projects using OSM APIs, even
Mm-hmm.
extensions. So I think that's a really good start, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I actually really admired a lot of projects. I don't know many of you if you have been part of State of the Map India conference that happened this time. And even as a Tom Tommer, I was always having this question in mind. I would love to share with you all. I see many of us relying on OpenStreetMap database, making use of it for our projects, or maybe a lot of startups are also nowadays using OpenStreetMap database. But does everyone think of contributing back? Okay, so that's very very important. As a user, if I'm using database, I would also be very much proud, not proud, I would say, I would better say that it is my also duty to add to the database or to fix the database, right? So as a user, let's also think of giving back to the OpenStreetMap community. So using is very much okay, everyone's doing that, but do we fix things that are incorrect, do we add things that are missing? So think in that way, and let's make OpenStreetMap database better and better. So
Right.
my
That.
colleague from Amsterdam, he
Yes.
always
Yes.
keeps on teasing me that hey, OpenStreetMap India would take like 100 more years to get a better map or a correctly mapped thing. So that's impossible for you. And I really want to prove them wrong, saying that no, I have a really good or skilled community who can make very good edits. And consistency is very important, by the way. So if we could do that, we are going to really, really have some amazing map database ready for India as well.
Yeah, definitely will prove them wrong. And it is very unfortunate that most of the people don't even know about OpenStreetMap, and those who know, they don't think about contributing back to it. It's very unfortunate,
Correct.
and we will try our best to change it.
Correct. So India, I think, is one of the countries I would say where OpenStreetMap knowledge is not really uh, spread across the people here. In other countries, I've seen like from retired individuals to even college students, school students, they've been actively mapping, supporting community, and they're building the maps of their region, right? So in India, it's very difficult. For all the conferences that I mentioned in the slide as well, when I participate as a sponsor and I talk to the communities in Asia, in Oceania, in any region, I'm really surprised, guys, that I hardly see any participation from India. I see OSM Kerala folks joining because they're doing it since very long, but it breaks my heart to be very honest that I don't see young people or crowds like you and me participating in this conferences or presenting their work. So let's think on that ways as well. I would
Right.
also like to again give one very good message that if you're a very good mapper and if you're using TomTom hashtag throughout the year in your mapping activities, be it every door, be it any other mapping tool that you're using, ID editor or MapRelay, if you're consistently mapping, if you're an active cartographer, and if you're using TomTom hashtag and we see on the top of leaderboard, if your name is there, I would really love to sponsor also your travel to next state of the map India. So your travel can be 100% sponsored by TomTom. And this is something I'm openly saying. I would be putting this message also on OpenStreetMap India Telegram channel by today or tomorrow. So that is
Can you
just to
share the link
encourage mapping.
to the channel?
What I can do is I can share the QR, which is readily available with me in the same PowerPoint,
Yeah,
and
that
everyone
would be
just can
great.
scan. Everyone can just scan, and you can join to the OpenStreetMap India community here. This is the QR.
Okay.
So here you can talk to the community, where even I'm talking to the community, and I can share all these updates as well regarding recognition of top contributors to everyone.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. That's all from my side. If you have any questions, do connect with me on LinkedIn. I would be happy to chat with you all one on one as well. But I do also host a lot of mapping parties in person in Pune. So if you're in Pune next month, 21st March, do register. I will share my registration link for that event on my LinkedIn account. So you can connect me there, and you're most welcome to join. Prakhar is asking, do you have an Amsterdam office? Do we have? Okay, we have headquarters. By the way, our company is a Dutch company, so we have our headquarters in Amsterdam. Beautiful office. If you get a chance to visit, do visit. We do a lot of map times in Amsterdam office as well. So if you see an invite for map time from Amsterdam, do join those as well. It's all about OSM updates and engagement activity in that country. Oh wow, Avnish, thanks a lot for that beautiful message, and I would really like to work with OSM Delhi very soon. I'm already working, but yes, with majority people, with a lot of people, I would be really happy to come there sometime and do something in person with you all.
That would be really great.
We look forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Now I will end my talk.
does anyone else have any questions? It was a really insightful talk.
Thanks,
Thank you
thanks
for
a
that.
lot.
Yeah.
So I'll drop
I
now,
was
Tanmay
saying
and
your
Avnish,
point, the
over
points
to
that you
you.
shared,
And
and they were really good.
oh, thanks a lot, thanks a lot. I really appreciate your feedback. But I would really love to see the engagement activities or the mapping impact from everyone here. All right. So I will now conclude, and maybe anything you want to talk, Tanmay or Amnesh, do let
Yeah,
me know.
only one slide is left. We'll be discussing the
Mm-hmm.
timeline. So if you wanna
Perfect.
stick around, you're most welcome.
Sure, sure. Then maybe I can stay for a couple of few more minutes.
Yeah, great.
Oh,
All right.
Okay,
Thanks.
so now the only thing that is left to discuss is the timeline for the month. So on this side, this image, this is a timeline for our Delhi Technical Campus. Those who have registered for like while registering, those who selected Delhi Technical Campus, this timeline is relevant to those. And this timeline on the right side, this is for FOSS United. Okay, so this is relevant for every single local host, for every single participant. Let me just open this. Great. Yeah. So basically, you can check them here. They'll be hosting meets for every single one, all the participants, all the people who have registered, all the mentors. They will be there, and then you can there discuss things. Basically, they do two things: open check-in and builder profiles. In open check-in, you will have to discuss your project. If there are any challenges that you are running into, which could be solved, which could be openly discussed and solved at the meet. Then we have builder profiles, where you will get to learn from the previous builders of the FOSSAC. The previous winners of the FOSSAC, how what they built, how they reached to the problem statement, how they implemented the solution, and how they wrote the documentation, everything. And on this side, this has also been posted on the Instagram. If someone can just share it in the chat.
wait, I'll
So
share.
this is the orientation, 2nd March online, that we are having today. Then we will have a OCC. A lot of you might be familiar with OCC. We have conducted quite a few OCC in the past. OCC or speaker session or 7th of March online. The timing will be announced soon. And then first meetup on 16th March offline, where we will initiate the OSM week. And then like on 16th March as well. Only if you have received a mail to be present tomorrow, like asking you to confirm your attendance for tomorrow, only then you are free to join that. Because again, we have limited seats. We'll have to provide meal here. We'll provide a meal box, and then we'll also like live stream it. So if anyone else like, it's not going to be like you're gonna miss out on the event. We will live stream it. You can watch it from your home. Sorry. And then an online session on 22nd March to conclude the OSM week. During this OSM week, we'll be hosting quite a few challenges and some workshops, and the winners for those challenges will be decided on the online session, right? And then we can give the prize to those people on the final hack session that is scheduled for 28th to 29th March. Again, if you have received the mail to confirm your attendance for the offline hack, only then you're allowed to join, because again we have limited seats. And to be able to join, to get shortlisted, your project should be there. It should be well defined. It should have a valid open source license. um, Yeah, so the thing is, even if your project is on GitHub, right, it does not mean that it is open source. It needs an open source license for it to be open source. An open source license will define what a user can do to the project, like what is allowed and what is not allowed. So that is required. Documentation is required, as I said here. The evaluation will be based on these. So make sure that your project has these. And the final hack is scheduled from 28th to 29th March. Okay, so that was it from my
Yes,
side.
Tanmay,
Uh,
we have covered everything by far now. So,
yeah, we have
last
covered
point I just want to
everything.
say is,
Yeah, go ahead.
if anyone has any questions, or like if anyone wants to like share their projects or what project they're working on throughout the month, they're free to. They're most welcome to do that. So, if anyone wants to,
Okay, Sandeep.
yes,
Can
Sandeep.
someone just unmute?
Yes, I've asked him to unmute. Sandeep,
Hello.
hello,
Hi,
Sandeep.
Sandeep.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I had a doubt regarding the projects that we are submitting. So, uh, the each project that we are submitting, like all the
right.
participants, do they have to add a documentation to their project too?
Yes,
Uh,
at the final hack, what we require from each team for the evaluation is the project that they worked on, link to the demo video, and link to the documentation. Now, the documentation can simply be just a README, right? Or you can write a full-fledged documentation on how to contribute to this project, how to use this project, how to set up this project, and what this project does. Like you can have a fully fledged documentation, but even a README is okay. But of course, you'll like add documentation according to your project, how much is required, that is for you to decide. At the end, the end goal is that people who want to contribute to the project or to your project, they should be able to contribute to it. They should not have any problem that they cannot set up the project, they cannot understand how the project is working. So make sure that you eliminate all those factors, and someone who wants to contribute, they feel welcome to contribute.
All
people also
right.
write
Thank
like
you
the
for
contributing, so it guides people through how they can contribute to the repository or to the project. So if you want, you can add that as well. It really helps like to the contributors who think that they should contribute to the project.
Yeah, maybe you should also explore code owners file and issue and PR templates. They really help.
Yeah,
If you're making a project from scratch, do explore that side. And also, an ideal workflow is that you don't invite your teammates as a collaborator on the project. Instead, they should fork the project, create a new branch for the issue, like you post the issue, or they post the issue on the repository, and then they create a branch and patch that issue and submit a PR. That's the ideal workflow.
yeah. I have seen a few like projects. They're not uh, a collaborator on the repository, but they have contributed to it. So it's not a good open source work process. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing how Tanvay said just to you.
Does
Uh,
that answer your question, Sandeep?
Okay, thank you so much for answering my question. Since
Okay, thank
I
uh,
you.
am working also on a OpenStreetMap project, so I will need uh, people to contribute to my project.
oh,
Yeah,
that's really
great.
great. Can you please talk
I'll
about your project, like what you're working on?
yes, would like to discuss about your project
Uh,
so that more people can learn about it.
so the project actually solves a problem that my friend faced a few weeks back when he visited a government hospital where he could not locate where he wanted to go. And initially, I had a different project for the FOSSACK, but then we later decided that we actually have a problem that we can solve. So we decided to change our project and uh, created this project called Open Trace, which is something that makes micro navigation possible. So it actually maps out the internal structures of the buildings. So whenever you use any map app, what it does is your navigation exits when you reach your point, like where you wanted to reach the location, and then it exits. It has no information about the exact point where you want to go. So when you want to navigate inside buildings, there is no app which solves this problem. And some buildings like government hospitals or university campuses are spanning easily a dozen acres, which is a large structure. So the project is named Open Trace. We are we started developing this just yesterday, and we submitted the project on the last day of registration.
Can you share the repo link in the chat if it's free?
Okay, wait, I'll share it.
By the way, the problem you are working on, I have two phases that, like, in places you find difficulty, like where to go and where to not. I mean, the map they have displayed on the venue is not helpful at all. I think it's a good project. Uh, Anyone else wants to share the project or any question to if you have?
See, Sandeep, you're working on an OSM project, right? So you can reach out to NLBRT or Kiran or even me.
Yeah.
Okay, so does anyone want to, discuss their project? We have 44 people left now. Okay, thanks, Sandeep.
So, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Yes, you're audible.
So, can I
By
talk
the way,
about
if you
my
guys
project?
want to, share your screen while talking about your project, even that works.
Like, I'm sharing my screen. Wait.
Okay.
So, yeah, is it visible now?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, so, yeah, this is my project, Circuit Setu. It is a web-based circuit simulator, and we can use to solve various circuit problems like nodal analysis and theorems and all that stuff. The thing is, that circuit require heavy maths, and solving that in pure JavaScript is totally a headache. So we are building Circuit Setu. It's completely written in C++, and the thing is we are using Emscripten to convert that C++ code into WebAssembly so that it can run faster and efficient in our browser. And I have my team member Mayank, but right now he was busy. So the thing is, I'm handling the engine part, the backend part, and my friend Mayank is handling the simulator part, basically the UI part, the drag and drop feature and all that stuff. So yeah, this is my project.
So one
It's
of
pretty
our
cool project.
partner project Circuit Verse. So I believe they share the same ideology you are working on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
thing
can.
is, they were on DLCD, like digital communication and all that stuff, and my thing
Yeah,
is
yeah,
totally on electrical stuff, like
Oh,
first year
okay.
mechanics and all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
You have integrated electrical science into your project, right?
yeah.
Cool
That's it.
idea. Nice.
Thanks.
So anyone else? So it's a greater problem. Yeah, if I was in first year and it was ready, I would be making all the
Yeah, I would
circuits
have used it.
clearly.
I
So
would have used it.
I could have used it.
So yeah, solving those circuits was really like a big task for me. I mean, I couldn't get my hands on it.
Like I got low
Even
score
after
in electrical
solving, you
science.
had
That's why,
sorry.
like I got low scores in electrical science. That's why I'm building this. Like
Yeah,
that's the problem statement.
That's great.
cool,
That's a
cool.
great idea. Any more
Anyone else?
questions? Any more
If they want to
projects?
discuss their project or ask any question. Well, if
So
you guys
seven.
don't have any questions, so you're free to drop
Uh,
off. We are not telling anything new.
it's seven. Oh, by the way, one point I forgot to mention. It was already mentioned everywhere. You have to use a free and source slice. I mean, FOSS hackathon. So it's
Avnish,
uh,
your
com-
audio is very choppy.
so I'm having audio issues.
Yeah, it's better now.
Oh, yeah. What I wanted to say is it's a FOSS hackathon. So, I mean, it's obvious that you have to use a FOSS license for the project you're going to make. So, that's the point I wanted to say. I guess we forgot it.
No, I think I went over it, but okay.
Oh,
Regardless,
that's good.
make sure to
That's good.
add an open source license, because even if your project is on GitHub, it does not mean that it is open source, right? For it to be open source, it needs an open source license. And if you're unsure about what license to choose, well, there are resources, basically something like MIT. Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that, but you can also choose something else. Like if you're working
wait,
on
let me
open
share.
hardware, then you can.
Let me share. Let me share.
Yeah, okay.
So, go through this link. You will find all the licenses that are open source. You can use that for the project, your project.
Uh, did you share the Telegram community link, Kavnish?
Ye- Yeah, I did share. Wait, let me share it again. Chat में I guess हो गई होगी.
Yeah,
Why
do
can't I
share it
find it?
again. If you want to discuss something with a mentor or over chat, then they will be available on Telegram, on that Telegram community. Besides the Force United sessions, check-ins and builder profiles, do make sure to join them. They provide really good content. Plus, like you can discuss with a lot more people there, with a lot more experienced people there, how to build your project properly. Okay, I think we have gotten
Yeah,
over everything.
I guess that's it. We have covered everything by far.
Okay, if you don't have any more questions, you're free to drop off. And if you have any questions, then stay. If you're not comfortable asking it right now.
By the way, we have a WhatsApp group as well. If you, I'll share the link. If you guys have any
I think we
questions, you can
shared
ask
it
it there as well.
in an
Yeah, we
email,
did
right?
share. Yeah, we did share. But
Yeah, okay.
let me share it as well.
Just share it again.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys, feel free to drop off,
Yeah,
and good luck with the hack.
yeah. Keep contributing, and and don't forget, like, you're human too, and you have to enjoy while you contribute. So don't force yourself that you have to contribute each and every day. Yeah, all the best, everyone. For a learn new coding practice. Yeah, I mean, it's a great start.
Also, like while you are contributing, right, while you are making contributions, make sure to write meaningful commits and don't open issues for everything. Don't submit PR for everything. If it's a greater thing, like if you are working on a fix for an issue or you are implementing a feature, only then issues are preferred. Otherwise, just contribute and open the PR. Okay, and make meaningful commits. Right, by meaningful commits, I mean the commit message should be descriptive. Like it should define what changes you have made, why you have made them, and any other thing that you want to convey to the maintainer.
I guess there's nothing left to cover. You guys may leave. Happy Holi.
Happily. Forgot.
Okay,
Bye bye, Prakash.
bye everyone. Bye guys. Thanks for joining.
Train
Uh,
repository does not
Keep in
require
your
permission.
mails, so we'll be posting all the necessary details and updates here. So keep
Right,
an eye
and
on your
if you
mails.
have any other questions, you can simply ask on the group instead of asking us personally, so that if someone else also has that same question, he does not have to ask us again. Like it's clear for everyone.
Can I take a leave, please?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Bye bye.